Okay, good, good. Thank you. 2010. I think by now the damage has been pretty much done. Look at that blog. I stayed down here. I have 1 week. I am very carefully considering, wait till you hear what I share, an incorporated norm that I've learned about down here. I'm going to say the absolute, you already know. I think one phone call. God knows how something like this can happen. The two-party corruption and special interest will completely bring you down to your knees. As honest as I can say, this all could have been the healthiest context. I've heard about things like this before. Do I believe now those medical records are falsified? Yeah, absolutely. The most serious boundary violations. I'm telling ya. I wouldn't believe I'm saying that. One phone call. Clearly, when I described the experience that I had, I got the answer. All the resources were available. Down here, the only thing that's known is psychiatrists. If I knew that coming down, I take that very seriously. But you see everything. Everything I've disclosed to you, none of it's medical, but every bit of it is. Very serious. It's not about creating any success. I don't find that help. Only education. Okay? What about the experience? They sure heard it at the College Lake County. You relate the same context down here. Whether or not you believe it or not, the only thing that's known is psychiatrists. And the medical is powerful. If I knew that, it's a norm. I am homeless within a week. I will lose everything. Unheard of. There will be no truth of anything down here. If I stay down here, I will not go through that. No. One phone call to the College Lake County, and it stayed only career. Down here, falsifying medical. I was never seeking education. I was seeking the highest level of expertise. When I called the College Lake County, you've heard it. I got the answer. All the resources were available. They clearly told me that education's irrelevant. It's that experience. You see it all. I fully disclosed it. At the very latest stage, I learned, I did the research. When I speak to a human, that I'm very fortunate. Only thing down here, only I've heard of predatory medical. I've heard about falsified medical. I was crazy to come down here. I didn't know how to brand myself. That experience is still there, and I will always have it. No matter how non-traditional it occurred. College Lake County sure heard it all right and got the answer very quickly. Okay? Only thing down here that is known as an incorporated norm is everything is psychiatrists. They will create It doesn't matter as an alter. Yes, I'm going to disclose this background. The most serious, it is, as I mentioned, it will bring you down to your knees. It is such a powerful special interest, incredibly powerful. I do not know anything about immunity, but I have a feeling when I come back up north, there's going to be some legal aspects coming up here. Oh, obviously. My credit, creating successes, pick up the pieces, regardless of how severely I've been injured. You pick up the pieces and move forward. And that's exactly what I'm going for, without any question. I will be fully honest. I always have, and I always will. Now, you take what I've documented here, and it's all there. In 1 week, there's no way around the homelessness. It's a norm for this kind of... I didn't know that kind of norm up north ever. Ever. The only thing is success. This has been an experience. And all I can do is relate about things that you would never believe. And all I can be is who I am. This is some very serious stuff. I'm fully aware. I am fully aware of everything that has occurred here. It's highly speculative. Okay? I think this is going to be considered extremely serious. I will be thoroughly responsible and honest always. Always. I understand. Very healthy. True. Someone as a secondary could be successful with that. Okay? There is solid substance out there. That's solid. I didn't know drugs were involved in any way. All of that could have been success. But I never relied on as a primary career. I take what the College Lake County, when I've shared that experience I was able to gain, that is impossible down here. It's a completely different, and I'm going to go further in depth now. I'm going to put this under 2010 because the real damage, even though I was submitting my resume, doing everything I could to brand myself, I made that. In 2004, immediately, I've been at it. I have heard about falsified medical records. All of that is medical, and none of it is, not one bit of it. Nobody listens. They don't know anything else. It is that powerful. I have learned what I have seen here. The medical is completely out of control. And it's predatory. I made a huge mistake coming down to an environment where they'll bring you down to your knees. You can't get it. Falsifying. Listen, when I say something like that, I may be prone to assuming it's not legal. It's exactly in proper context. The boundary between medical and career, you won't find that, but you'll sure find the medical. I can't believe what I'm saying, and that would never, ever, ever occur in Lake County. Never. It's absolutely outrageous. This was supposed to all be career and success. That is the proper context. Instead, though, did I ever commit a disorder? The incorporated norm I come from, no. Mm-mm. No. I am brought down to my knees completely. It's that powerful. Medical. It's completely out of control out here. Not one single person has the ability to listen, because all they know is medical. And yet, one phone call. If I knew something like that could happen to me, I didn't know it. I can share it with you that yes, I'm being honest. If there's anything I would want to know, I would want to know. It's a completely different incorporated norm. That's as honest as I can be. Yes, things that could all be in the healthiest context and success. Completely out of control. Particularly the medical. That's a powerhouse down here. And they're politicizing of society. It's incredible. It would never be tolerated. I've never experienced anything like this in over 40 years, 35 years in Lake County. Never tolerated. I didn't even know what a special interest was. I just know what's true about my background. I mean, it would make one phone call and add it down here all this time. I've heard about falsified. I've learned. I've related to other people. Very serious. I related about. And I'm happy to relate it to you too. I'm doing it here. I will share this incorporated norm with you tomorrow further. The damage was done by 2010. What happened there? Too speculative, very speculative. Secondary? Primary career. It could be successful at it, but certainly there are very good companies out there. I can say, proofreading, branding myself, definitely. Someone could be very successful at this without any question. Okay. Creating the success with the background that I come from, but that wasn't utilizing that expertise. I understand that's what the College of Lake County tells me. I'm extremely fortunate. I understand it's that experience that really is, where is the healthy economy to take expertise or experience and create that success? The whole lifetime brought down to my knees. And I want to be rational about that. I understand I did not commit a disorder. That's all it is. Go create it. Makes no difference. I would never believe this. I do now. That is the most serious boundary violation I know of. Where medical becomes the focus of what is only career. And yet, you won't find that, but you'll find the medical. It's so serious. I would never believe that I've stated what I just stated there. You've got everything in front of you. Everything. It's success in the healthiest context, a fully balanced lifestyle. These are very, very powerful special interests where I did not have one single person ulterior. Completely out of context. Now I'm going to do something that is in complete, absolute survival. That's how powerful it is. I will go into this experience in Birmingham, because I'm going to put this in 2010. Again, I am backing up this evidence in files. I don't know how much data loss there's going to be, but I have, at the most, 1 week. My electricity is gone. I've never missed a payment. Ever. Perfect credit history. Gone. Completely wiped out. Completely down to my knees. An absolute 100% survival. I have one chance. Because if I stay down here, it's going to be completely out of, but I am going to be honest, and I'm going to fully share what really did happen here. $200,000. I must have been out of my mind to stay down here. Again, I mentioned, I've been at this for 2004 down here. I can't believe that, between a couple of million in population, and yet make one phone call. Down here, it's all medical. Every bit of it. It is very predatory. It is the most serious violations where boundaries, the most serious boundary violations. One phone call, and it's a completely different incorporated norm. These are very powerful. I don't know anything about acts or bills. I just know this much. Something like this I've never experienced my entire life. For over 30 years, I've heard about it. That is the biggest mistake I made. What is only medical stays outright predatory. The boundaries are completely violated with ulterior motive. I don't ever want to hear about medical again. Ever. And I'm someone who highly respects the social sciences. Very much aware what abnormal psychology is. And, serious stuff there. And I have to say, take what I've revealed to you in all of the substance why I've invested this time here. Okay? I have fully disclosed everything. When I state what I have about medical, I am being honest. None of this was medical. That's all it is. That's how serious the violations are. I'm going to go further in the depth. I'm homeless. There is no way around this one. And normally it would be down here. Completely out of control. Corruption. I didn't even know what corruption was. I certainly do now. I've been very severely injured. I will be fully honest and truthful what I'm responsible for. And I understand there's some very serious substance here, whether there's immunity or not. That's an area I'm very interested about. Most serious. They will bring you down to your knees. That would not have happened up north. Yeah. Take my background. The real giveaway is that phone call, College Lake County, I made. Well, sure was a psychiatrist there, but that is the only thing that happens down here. Yes. 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 I wouldn't believe it either. I just said it over and over again here. Should have been resolved, over and done with. Been had since 2004. One phone call. What I stated to them clearly said the education is completely irrelevant. It's that experience that puts you way ahead. I look at that very seriously, whether I'm perceiving that accurately. My understanding is, exact same context of what I've shared. 1988 and 1990 through 2000, you got it all there. The most serious violation. No, nobody listened. The negligence, but falsification. It's very hard to prove psychological malpractice. It was never education I was seeking. It was branding myself with that experience. No matter how unique, College Lake County sure heard it, and all the resources were available right there. Where is that perfectly? You must have expertise or experience. Someone experienced at creating success. I know that I have been very severely injured. You pick up the pieces and you move forward. I am sure there is quite a bit legal. I know it's not going to happen down here. One last chance. It will. Special interests are... I'm speechless. Take it. I'm used to people checking me out. And I understand I'm normal. If there's any erroneous information, I want to grow at the highest level. Look at the history I have. Boy, I'll tell you, when Steve, and I've only been in this country, I think it's appropriate to say Steve Meyer. I'll guarantee you, he's one person that's going to be able... I do not want to involve him, and I want to thoroughly respect him. But I can guarantee you, this is not medical in any manner. Boy, did he jump on that when he heard, and he knows, a very healthy person. I've done this for absolute survival because I'm highly developed to be able to communicate. Most serious boundary violations. So thank you. I've got 1 week. I've thought this out thoroughly. This is going to be something. Absolutely the most serious violation, particularly medical. Medical? I would never believe it. It stays in proper... The boundaries are so severely violated here. What stays only career has nothing to do with medical. The United Way, I can't believe. Yes. I didn't know it. I wouldn't believe it. One phone call. Nobody listens. It's a completely different incorporated norm. And I'm going to sleep on this and update this in present form tomorrow. I have 1 week and I lose everything. I've already have. I'm doing something that would never be in my nature on the highest level of honesty and integrity ever. It's unheard of for something like this to happen. I understand this is not medical, but that's all it is. Career? Won't find that. You will find education, though. I have to take it what the College Lake County mentioned to me when I called them. I understand the perception I have. You've got it all documented here. Every bit of it. It's a rough draft. I am thoroughly honest. Most important, though, injury. You pick up the pieces, move forward. And I am definitely looking, did I injure myself? That's me. Yeah. I'd say, yeah. I'll be honest. Of course I'm going to. Serious stuff. What's responsible, though, for other people. I know nothing about immunity, but I will guarantee you what I've stated. I've personally, not one single person listens. I've never, the most serious, if I knew that was thing, that's why I will not go through it down here. I insist the truth comes out. That's all I've experienced up north, and I believe absolutely the truth will come out. Absolutely. Everything taken in consideration. I'm placing present day that I am homeless within a week. Given this a very good solid thought how much damage has occurred down here. Tremendous amount. $200,000 wiped out. They come down here to invest in building on curiosity and business practices unheard of. Unheard of. It's totally corrupt. And the most powerful special interest certainly will bring you down to these. Pick up the pieces and move forward regardless. Thank you very much for investing the time. Almost all of that's present day, but I'm going to plop it over here in 2010. By then, I think the damage was pretty much well on the way. Most of that $200,000 was wiped out. However, I understand there's something very serious that happened there too. This is serious stuff. I expect the truth to come out on all of it. Always been most interesting, but of course I know, speculative. Good as it is realistic. It certainly has potential, and it could have all been success. It was what the College Lake County, that's what I was going for all along. 2004. Cannot get it. These special interests, none of it's medical. None of it was. That's all it is. I've learned that personally, and I wouldn't believe it. I've documented it all if you take a look at it. I'm aware I've repeated things many times in some certain subjects. That wouldn't happen back up north. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to plop this into 2010. It really belongs in present day. I'm going to sleep on that one. I have 1 week and 1 survival chance. I'm losing everything. Every bit of it gone. I will be in complete survival at the mercy. All I can do is be thoroughly honest what happened here. That's all I know. What's been true throughout my life. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.